Guam, if you would like to get into the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics field, there is a wonderful industry that is awaiting you. There are a lot of problems that need your help in solving, and there's a lot of work that could use skill sets that you will have to develop. And I have my friends here who are telling me about a workshop to do just that. We have Michelle, April, and Jasper. Have a day, guys.
Hi, have a day.
Okay,
Thank you, Jason,
look at these pins. Michelle, you've been here like a million times. Girls Code, I like that.
Yes, yes. And so, you know, this is the first time GTA has ever put together a Girls Code event. And what it is it really teaches our kids, our girls, how to code, like the fundamentals of coding. And the reason why we thought of doing this is because we launched our Empowered by GTA initiative last year in December. And so we thought, what way could we give back to the community by using our talent in-house to teach these girls? And so every year we celebrate International Women's Day at GTA by highlighting like our employees, our girls that are in tech. So we thought, let's do something with the girls 12 to 16 and see how we could help them. So then we started talking about Girls Code, which is going to be the workshop we're having this weekend. We opened it up to 16 girls, and I'm sorry to say, but it's filled right now. But we do plan on having more because we're seeing that there is a need and that people are really interested in something like this.
Absolutely. Okay, April, so you have a computer science degree from UOG.
I do, yes.
You majored in CS. You know, a couple years ago, there was all this stuff being put out in the media, and they're like, oh, there's a big gender disparity in technology, and not enough women are in there, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I never bought that because as long as I've been working in the tech industry, there have always been, like, exceptional women who have been some of the top technologists in there and everything. And so, like, what would you say to women who want to get into, you know, computer science fields? They want to major in mathematics or stats or...
Do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first thing I want to say. And, you know, I have to share, like, a story. I got into it, the first time I tried it was in 5th grade. I went to St. Anthony. I took a computer class. It was taught by Sister Mary David. And when I learned how to program and code, I didn't know that's what it was. I was just typing these things into the screen. And all of a sudden, I saw a bunch of like ghosts appear on my screen because basically it was Halloween. And I realized like, oh, if I typed in a bunch of code, these cool things I can make the computer do a bunch of different cool things. And, you know, coming into deciding computer science, you know, later on in life, even though what I do today, I am not a programmer, I realized that taking that as my major opened up a lot of doors for me. And it started off in a 5th grade class, just doing something super fun.
You will understand so many other disciplines better if you know how to write a little bit of code. You get music better. You get, you know, all the different
problem solving better.
Exactly.
And so when Michelle was telling me about, hey, we're going to be doing this girl code, I was like, yes, this is really fun. I wish when I was a kid I got to do it because I coded, it was black and white. But what we're going to be doing is much more fun. It's in color. And there's just these concepts that the girls are going to learn that I'm really sure can apply in a lot of different fields.
Well, let's talk about that because Jasper is going to be the lead instructor for this class. And what type of, whether you're a young person who's interested in signing up for the next session or you're one of the 16 who's lucky enough to have gotten in this time, what types of technologies and languages are you going to be working with?
Mainly, I'll be focusing right now on the fundamentals of programming. So, since
control flow, logic,
yes,
conditionals, and
variables and whatnot, because those are like the basics of every single programming languages that you'll be using across any kind of like discipline or whatever you wanted to use it for. Since it's all common in the same, or it's all the same in different languages, that's what I wanted to focus on so they can branch out to what they would want to go into, be it like robotics, they want to do like make music with it, make videos, or even just do like simple office tasks and automate it. They could do any kinds of programming or apply programming into anything just by going to like more of the basic stuff.
Very nice. Is it a particular framework that you're using or like one language you're going to be concentrating? Are you guys just doing focusing on JavaScript and you're writing for the browser? Or?
Yes, it's all going to be running from the browser.
Okay.
And everything, all of the resources that I'm using is all free. So anyone at home can also do it. And the first thing we're going to do is more of a code block kind of thing where it's all drag and drop.
Okay, nice.
But it focuses on the fundamentals instead of like typing out the syntax or typing out the language itself. And then after that, they could go into a bunch of choices where they can go into JavaScript, they can go into HTML and CSS, where they can make their own photo booth app. And then another one would be like kind of like a storytelling. If you've ever did Mud before, or
Yep.
like a text-based RPG.
See, because I'm old, I remember Muds.
Yeah.
We did Muds way back.
And one of them is
ICQ.
yeah.
ICQ. We
Yeah.
talked about Zanga too, like
Yeah.
when that's kind of our time.
Oh my gosh.
Zanga and MySpace, right? But
I had a GeoCities page way back, okay, you guys?
okay, yeah, you win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where all we started. But yeah, that's one of the ones that I wanted to go into. But it's using one of the most popular languages right now, which is Python. So it's kind of like a mix of something that they can relate to and something that they can use later on.
Okay, so April, I want to reinforce this because if there are young women right now, and again, it was a couple years ago, there was all this friction and everything like that. It's like some girls were saying like, I don't know if I want to get into computer science discipline because it's a big boys club and it's all dudes and everything like that. I mean, the best boss I ever had when I got out of college is a woman. And she majored in computer science at UH, and we worked together at, we were at Telaza 2000 for a while and everything like that. And she was rock solid. I mean, she was a good manager, she was a good coder. So for young women that are thinking of getting into tech, or they want to major in engineering or one of those disciplines and everything like that, what inspiration would you give to them?
Well, Michelle, one of the questions Michelle asked me before is like, hey, there were very few ladies when I decided to take on computer science, and I had to think like, oh yeah, how many were there of us in that class? And I remember 3, and this is in the computer science class, but I never felt intimidated. I felt really proud that I was one of the few women in that course, and same thing, like just throughout the whole college experience. It's been a while, but I never felt intimidated. I felt like this is where I belong. This is really cool for me to learn, and so I encourage women to take that. I guess maybe have a different perspective on it, where you being a minority in that class would actually be something to your advantage.
Very nice.
Because you provide a different perspective just because you're a woman. So, and like you just shared,
And women are the smarter gender, so you're probably also the smartest one in the class.
I don't
so.
want to get into an argument, but
So if
sure she was.
you lay out the structure for an algorithm, everybody's going to be copying your code because you probably got it right. Okay. Well, we started with you, Michelle. We got to end with you. You got about
Yes.
15 seconds. So
Okay,
what would
so
you like
it's
to say?
happening this weekend at the GEC, which is our experience center, from 1 to 3:30. If you did not sign up, we have more opportunities this year, and we are giving away one year subscription to Tinker, which is basically what Google and Microsoft use. So at least one girl can have the full year to experiment on something like that. So
Very nice.
if they have more information, if they want more information and they would like us to give them more information on like other things we have coming up, they can email prsquad@gta.net.
Okay. Thank you much, all three of you. Good luck.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah, Google and Microsoft know a thing or two about writing code, so listen